Hello, guys. Good morning. It's me, Michael again. I'm here to talk about true life story, guys. Something that's happened in my life about single women. Really, about single women. I want to actually ask why single women are always like this, especially in Europe. Single women will come with intention of loving you, but in opposite of that love, they just for them to put their anger and their frustration and their life meaningless for over the years they are living, you know, pour it against you, make you feel like you're not doing enough, you're not doing your best. There was a single mother I was dating like that, single mother of one baby boy, but over 9 years old, yeah. They both celebrate 9 years when he was with me. So along the line we was dating those stuff. So the lady told me that she's going to Nigeria, which is her first son actually live in Nigeria, which is she only has one son that live in Nigeria, which is she gave birth to the son, the baby boy here, then take her back to Nigeria. So our relationship was going well because our baby was not here because it's like single mother who our baby live in Nigeria. It's still like single, you understand guys what I'm talking about. So along the line she said she want to go to Nigeria, visit her son and also her family. Been a long time. Then we get agreed, she get prepared and go back to Nigeria, she visit. After like even the first day she reached Nigeria, she called me, complain a lot that they are not taking care of the boy has not been taken care of, which is just Nigeria. That's how Nigeria is. Nigeria, you don't expect children to look like the way they are in Europe. Yeah, because you grew up for Nigeria, you should expect the way children live in Nigeria. I was trying to explain myself or something like that, but she didn't even listen. So she said she want make the boy come back and this and that. Make e no come be say na me be the hot cycle. No, she said if I not love her son, that means I not love her. Come be like say na manipulation season I did. So I don't know what I want to do just to make sure say we are in a good terms with each other, stuff like that. Even before she come out go house, we are in a good stuff. So she start processing the boy visa and finally she and the boy they finally arrive in Europe, Spain. So life began and our relationship still began. Though we have a long to talk about what really happened for Nigeria, but let's just cut it short. So finally she arrived in Spain and her son. So and beside that she's living in one room also in Spain for years. So I'm also living in one room. So the baby boy now live with her mom, which is we live separately. Um, the process. So the landlady of the house began to give her a lot of trouble, a lot of a lot of things were going on because the lady was not working, which is this my girlfriend as that. So that single mother, she was not working, and I was the one paying for the house. Probably because she's my girlfriend, I have to. So I was paying for the house. Along the ride, the bill was too much, so I have to make a simple suggestion like, okay, like right now, I pay for this house and you are not working and you have a baby boy, which is this boy just came back. I have to pay for school fees, buy book, um, sort of thing that the father will produce. So I did all of that and the boys finally start school. And so with the idea that I bring was okay, now that you are living here in one room and you are not working and I'm living in the other side one room, which is um spending a lot of money on that because every month I must take like 500 euros to a page, to have to solve a house rent, food stuff, which is in euro. If you live in euro, how much you could be receiving higher is 1,002, and I have to also pay my house rent too. food stuff will also be there for me too, and family at home also. So, and I bring that suggestion, and she said that suggestion will be very, very good. Then I also let her understand that the suggestion is not something you want to do if you don't want to. So if you don't want to, it's fine by me. So she said okay, and she'll come and live with me. Then for there, she can find a job as we have already programmed. She can find a job between 1 to 3 months to 4 months. She can get a job, then work, then get apartment for herself, and everything was just like, okay, we can meet up. We can really do this if we put energy together. So along the line, we're just relationship was going. So um, she finally moved in with me. We start to live it together. Both the boy and me, we start living together. So until one final day, things start to change. She start complaining about her life, about things that's been happening, in her whole life, stuff that I don't even understand, like some shit. Then was continue going, relationship was going. I was trying my possible best as a father already. So to that boy, I buy for her the money, take her to school, even sometimes close from work. From there, I pick the boy up for school, then bring it back home, even take her shower, dress her up. So I was doing all of that because I felt my responsibility at that moment. Even though I'm not a biological father, but I feel that was my responsibility. Then we get an argument over a little things one day. Then we argue, we talk about different stuff that she's doing that I don't like, and what I'm also doing that she does not like. Then me pointing out my own was like, relationship is over. We are both done. So, and before she moved in with me, she actually makes me promise that, okay, since you want me to move in with you now, you have to promise me something like engagement, so I can have it like, okay, this guy is serious, something like that. And I'm too. I bought the ring and all that stuff. So as normal as man would do now. So woman living with you have to have something, tangible to say, okay, I'm his girlfriend, and he also engaged me in those stuff. So I just do it because it was the right thing for me to do. Still, we move past that, and we're living together like almost 3 to 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and she gets a job. That job was like a hardest job ever because they say hotel work is difficult. But I have not yet done it before, but I keep persistent that she focused on the job. I was having my own personal reason because a lot was already going on in that relationship between us. So I was putting my own effort for her to get apartment for herself. So one day she just wake up, and I was preparing for work. She didn't even dress for work. I said, "Are you not going to work today?" She said no, she already resigned the job. I said, how would you resign this job? You see, you and I, we are living in one room with this boy, old boy, a 9 years old boy, and we're supposed to think how would you get a apartment, or even think of how you to get enough money, get yourself another room, if possible, stuff like that. That was my practical idea, not to just, I don't understand how I'll put this when you guys will understand me. But let's just cut it short and go straight to the point. So in that process of argument, then I find out that she have already joined a society in Nigeria called Sopikan, something like that, Sopikan. So I said no, because in other way you can't be my girlfriend, not even yet my wife, and belong to a society. Then that one actually get our relationship to zero, even though it was 10% before, but actually becomes 0%. For that moment we start having a lot of argument, a lot of quarrel, a lot of fight. And after that, and